It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
For the Cleveland Browns.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
47-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 1.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again. Eason. He's got Burton here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Colts first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line. that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A gain of 4 yards.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, here's Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Browns nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and actually tamps down a defense's pressure, because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun is Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. The toss here completed to Pittman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touch. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Now it's the backup, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Good catch there by Nyheim Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out of the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47-yard
line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They run with Hines, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 24, Colts 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Throwing Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Big hold of the 30. And down right around the 37. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
The 42.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 38, Colts 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Greedy Williams on the cover.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Touchdown, Browns. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Play after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself, how much of that is him with a great performance, and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
To Golden Tate.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Taylor. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. First down and more for Jackson. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jarvis Landry past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.